All right, welcome back, guys, to Game 2 of RIT versus UCLA. RIT, as you see on the top there, is leading the game 1-0. So, Carlo, what do you think? How does UCLA bring this one back?
First of all, I want to say I want to see a game 3. With these teams, I want to see a game 3.
Of course.
But I wouldn't be surprised
Always.
if we see a 2-game after that snowball momentum RIT has set it up for. What I think UCLA needs, I talked about this briefly, or we discussed this briefly before, is that I think they need a faster carry. The Morphling did well when stats were very similar, such as in the early game. As we went into mid lane, Morphling slowed down, slow item build. BOTs into Lincolns, that's very defensive, that doesn't allow him to do much, except for use his cooldowns whenever they're up. Morph has a decently long cooldown. E-Blade wasn't picked up until his base was getting pushed. I want to see UCLA get a faster carry. I would love to see them grab actually maybe the Juggernaut, hero that always can apply pressure. Going into it, there's RIT, picks up Bane. First pick again. They love this hero. They did work with it. Countered by first pick Witch Doctor. We saw this last game. Batrider! That's not different. A hero you see every day, and that's some lockdown. Now, Bane is great against Batrider, might I add.
Yeah.
And there's the Lifestealer, so they're going to be looking for a Taxi on RIT. UCLA, they have to ban, they have a Shadow Fiend ban they probably want to get rid of, and they need to start getting rid of Taxis. There's the Beastmaster. So the Bird Taxi, a classic one.
By the way, Slardar, the class Lifestealer carry, the Taxi,
the problem with that is then you have a Slardar.
Yeah. He got buffed though. He actually he got a pretty significant buff that his Guardian Sprint no longer makes him take extra damage.
Oh, okay, that is actually a serious buff. Naga picked up. That's great because Lifestealer has a BKB built in, and Naga's Sleep allows BKB heroes to be separated from their team as they avoid the sleep. And there's Bounty Hunter, so a roaming Taxi, Razor, strong laner. UCLA doesn't want to deal with it. Lifestealer has problems getting kited, and that's the way Razor wins the game, is by kiting people. And they're back with the Night Stalker.
The same support lineup for UCLA.
They like it. I mean, both the players are competent on those heroes. Why not do it again? They're
and of course, Batrider loves Vision as well. Nice talking.
Batrider does love Vision. Batrider actually has a very awkward vision. He has lower vision than other heroes do. I remember when Rune spawned in the river at the beginning of the game, Batrider actually couldn't see the Rune from the high ground. It was just like awkwardly short vision in the day.
it's just one creative way Ice Frog nerfed Batrider, I guess.
Yeah, I just love how Ice Frog has all these moving parts he can play with to control the balance. Now we're looking for the second phase for RIT. They have one support and they have one core. Earth Spirit.
Oh,
that's a hero you don't see every day either. So instead of the
Tusk,
my
favorite hero.
He has a special place in my heart. I'll say that.
Oh, who's your favorite hero? I thought Earth Spirit was gonna be your favorite hero.
Air Spirit was my favorite hero. He was for a long time, but I don't play him anymore because I think roaming stinks. Maybe I don't know. Techies.
Is Coddle your new bae?
No, I haven't played Coddle much. Techies is my favorite. Let's leave it at that.
Oh no! Oh no! The only hero that's not in Captain's mode.
Yeah, because he's too good.
Ice Frog is too scared.
I think I have 2 games on Techies. I just like the idea of the hero when it's not in my games.
I'm clean. I'm clean. My conscience is clean. I have not laid a single bomb in my entire life.
Oh boy, I can respect that. So Earth Spirit can work as a Taxi as well with Rolling Boulder.
Yep,
Earth Spirit can interrupt Death Ward from long range. Earth Spirit does have a hard time against Night Stalker, heroes that get on top of him and silence him. And I don't think Earth Spirit's too great against Batrider because it's so easy for Batrider to interrupt the Rolling Boulder. Now, Luna against Lifestealer for your position 1 seems very difficult because Luna doesn't like Magic Immune. You're going to want to get a BKB to deal with Eclipse, as well as... yeah, that seems really difficult, although Luna is an insanely powerful carry. She scales very well, applies pressure at all points in the game. I don't think it really ever feels bad to pick Luna.
So you were saying UCLA needs to pick a core that's a little bit faster. Is Luna? Do you think Luna fills that, or is that maybe still a little too
Luna
slow?
is going to be able to capitalize on teamfight wins, being able to push with glaives. She's also going to be able to farm if she gets pressured early. Now, Batrider is a hero that as soon as he gets Blink Dagger, he's looking to go. There's not a lot for a Batrider to do after he gets Blink Dagger than to kidnap enemy heroes, and that's going to start applying pressure to RIT between the 12-13 minute mark, depending on how well Batrider's lane goes. Potentially even faster with heroes like Night Stalker and Witch Doctor being able to gank, and Batrider's also a hero you pick to win your lane. He is very hard to deal with. One thing to keep in mind, Batrider's early game is almost always identical. They Firefly behind the enemy tower and then pull the creeps up through. And people are catching on to this and just killing Batriders 30 seconds before the creep spawn now. And that might be something we're going to have to watch RIT do, and that can just completely shut a Batrider down if he's off to an awful start like that. Now, RIT
also, another thing about Batrider lane you're talking about is that Lifestealer, of course, can, if he does get too much napalm stacks on him, he can easily purge that off of himself with that rage.
And actually picking Nature's Prophet and Batrider doesn't care about trees, and Nature's Prophet loves trees. He even sprouts his own. So the Flareon Sprout is going to be a low value spell this game. Batrider's Flame Break does not break Fiend's Grip though. Keep that in mind. The stun and all disabling effects are removed. It's just a knockback and damage spell.
Yeah, Witch Doctor, Night Stalker, and Luna can cancel if they're in range. It has pretty decent ranges on all their spells.
Now, Lasso and Eclipse is pretty much, you're going to guarantee a kill. Lasso and Malik Death Ward, you're going to guarantee a kill. So Batrider has tools he needs to be active. So Batrider, as much as it's very easy for him to do well in lane, I think UCLA want to ensure Batrider has a great lane, because early Blink Dagger is going to create a ton of space. With what we discussed earlier, both winning a fight, they'll be able to turn into a push with Luna, as well as if they're having issues, then if they're having issues, Batrider can create enough space for Luna to sit in the jungle, be somewhere safe if she's having a problem staying alive.
So the final picks, again, they have saved the mid for last here. Final bans and kill for RIT. The Queen of Pain will just ban out for UCLA. What do you think are good mids are available right now for both teams?
Alright, well, first thing I'm going to think of is Shadow Fiend, because he's been banned.
Of course.
RIT.
Of course.
Shadow Fiend is great. Shadow Fiend can even build. Oh, he's going to go Ewell, so he can even stop a Batrider if he's not the one that's picked off. Other popular mid heroes, I would. They need a front line for UCLA. It feels like they only have Night Stalker and Batrider Initiation.
Yeah, they did ban out the Dragon Knight as well. RIT.
And they have no saves for Luna. I really like OD. Is OD in the pool against or with? For UCLA, great against Batrider. Has a save and also pulls people out, because there's no saves on UCLA. If someone gets gone on, what do? There's nothing they can do.
That's a good point. You just got to build a lot of force staffs.
Now even RIT's front line, in the early game they'll have an Earth Spirit up there with Lifestealer, but as the game progresses, Earth Spirit won't be able to get into the front line. Lifestealer obviously a front liner, but he's your position 1, so you want to make sure he's not dying. They also could get. Oh, here we go. RIT is going to reveal right away. Oh, yes.
Pangolier again. RIT. Thank you so
yes.
much for the show. So it's going to be a mid Pango? Who's the mid laner? Nature's Prophet?
Knowing Evident in game 2, I wouldn't be surprised to see.
Oh, right. You said they like to joke around in game 2, right?
But this is the playoffs.
5 seconds remaining.
But this draft does seem a little bit kind of memey though. Like they don't have a conventional mid laner at all.
This is we won game 1 and we're in a best of 3.
Mid Bane.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I still feel like UCLA needed to ban Pango. RIT he just knows what he's doing on the hero. He knows what he's doing too much that I think you respect ban it. They don't have a way to deal with it. Like, what do they have? Yeah, that's the only magic piercing they have if they wanted to interrupt. So they have no way to break it. I think UCLA needs a lot out of this mid hero. They want an answer for Pango. They want a front line. They want to save. Because Night Stalker can frontline early on, but that's insane. Just like Earth Spirit, he's going to start falling off. Obviously, Night Stalker will be a frontliner a little bit longer than Earth Spirit, but going into the 25-minute mark, Night Stalker's going to get melted if he's in the front line the same way Earth Spirit will. I think UCLA is in a corner here. They need to take the game over. They need to control the tempo. If they start falling behind and giving RIT an inch, as we've seen, they take a mile every time that happens, I think this game could be over very quickly.
Yeah.
UCLA, the Visage.
Interesting. Doesn't
I don't
Pangolier
like it
just,
at all
like,
because
completely take off all the.
That's what I was going to say. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was going to say. So since Visage has been reworked a little bit ago, Gravekeeper's Cloak is a core mechanic of the hero, making him go from raid boss to paper as the charges are spent. Pango is going to remove those charges immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like TA refractions.
Yes.
Obviously,
I
their
don't
Flock
think
hit you 4 times.
Visage does what they need. He adds more damage. I think Visage helps with what UCLA is good at, which is if as soon as Lasso comes out, UCLA could just start rolling over RIT. But anytime a mistake is made, I think it's going to be devastating. RIT is going to be able to capitalize on it very easily. I think UCLA needs to have a fruitful early game, and they need to keep the momentum going. They need to snowball it and keep pressure the whole game. They can't let RIT get ahead at all because I don't think they're going to have an easy time recovering this game. Anyone who gets initiated on the Bruins is dead, I believe. Yeah. I don't see any way that someone getting jumped is not going to turn into a kill.
And you did mention that Batrider has a lasso who can cancel the rolling boulder from the Pangolier, but
that's never going to happen.
Yeah, he's got to really watch out about his blink positioning, because if he blinks on top of Pangolier during rolling, he's going to stun himself.
I think the range is just simply too short for him to pull it off without an Aether Lens.
Yeah.
It was just for like theory crafting, that's the only way they could interrupt Pango ult, and I don't think they'll ever do it. I honestly don't think that.
Look at the message from RIT. They all had evidence said G, Eradicated said L, Doggy said H, and RIT says F, and Ward says exclamation mark. They made a GLHF exclamation mark just one after another. That's very cute.
If you were the exclamation mark, do you think that your message wasn't as valuable as the other 4 characters?
Nah, man. You show that you're enthusiastic. You're the cheerleader of the team.
Okay, fair enough. I actually have Oliver muted.
Oh, you what? Why do you all them muted?
I don't know. I have a lot of people muted.
Alright, just to introduce you guys the players again, we have on the Pangolier, Evident going to be rocking that, I'm assuming, in the mid lane. We got Eradicate playing the Lifestealer, got Doggy on their Spirit, got Ritz on the Nature's Prophet, and finally Wart on the Bane. That is for the RIT side.
Luna is going to be carrying UCLA, HIFY. Patience playing one of my favorite. That's actually the answer to your question earlier. My favorite hero right now is Visage. Ethan, who just had an Earth Spirit Ward in front of him above mid tower, is on Witch Doctor. G.A. Pinto, the classic roamer extraordinaire, will be on the Vampire once again. And Oliver, he will be on Batrider bottom. And look, Oliver did not do the classic fly around underneath. He's actually taking a more traditional route to pulling the creep waves on his Batrider. Now, without even contesting the top rune, RIT will be collecting, or rather UCLA will be collecting. Oh, 2 and 2 actually.
It's gonna be 2 and 2, yeah. Be clean about that one. So Oliver now is trying to go commando mode here. He's going to pull, but Ping's already flying out here. There's going to be the All Darkness coming out. Nightmare to stop that pull completely. Now the roll in. Oliver now in trouble. He actually has a TP without the Nightmare there. But that is him going straight to base, no way to come back. So he's going to lose a lot of XP here.
Now Bane is one of the only, if not the only support who can just stop offlaners from taking your creep wave.
Yeah.
And Oliver actually double taps his TP. He doesn't go to his tower. He goes to his fountain. And top lane.
And there's no top lane that's going to be slowed down onto Ritz. They're going to try and find the J Pinto. Who's going to go down first? It is going to be Ritz who's going to pick up the first blood first. Actually, he's not even going to go down. J Pinto get himself out of there before he takes too much damage from the Strians.
Very close, especially J Pinto. 8 armor, again, with his insane base stats. You know he went in that assuming he wasn't going to be the one that died.
Yeah. That clutch
but the Blightstone as well was a huge deal there with our Spirit showing up. Great Coconut.
Yep, there's going to be the Maledict as well, and he does pay the price for staying around a little too long.
Evident. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine going mid right now against a hero with a taunt as obnoxious as Mango. Just spam like with that fanfare that comes off every time he uses it.
Yeah.
He just gets a deny taunts, gets a deny taunts.
Oh, actually, since you have him muted, you can't hear him spam his Pangolier line.
No, it's Bat Rider I have.
Oh, you have Bat Rider muted. Okay. Because Evidence constantly spamming the chat wheel laugh on the Pangolier as well while he's taunting.
Doggy and J-Pino are just man fighting in the river.
Yeah.
They have Fight Club set up. They just both hit each other. Yep. And
if you're first at the Fight Club, you're gonna fight.
Now Eradicate's bottom, top CS at the moment. Oliver doesn't want to go in lane. Level 3. Oliver wants to get level 2, it looks like. He wants to have sticky napalm, so he actually has something to do.
Now they will suffer.
Gosh, Oliver is just having an awful time getting this game, and we're just going to come make it even
Pinto
more
trying to rotate into mid, but Evident does get himself out of there before.
I like the arcade
roll in the top lane
grass.
onto Ethan. He actually is going to walk himself out of that as well.
And ooh, the patient. So Grave
Yeah, they're
Keeper's
going
cloak
slow
was
onto
now
Evident as
removed.
well. Again, there's going to be the Grave Chill as well, slowing down even farther, but they don't have enough resources to be able to dive him under the tower.
Gravekeeper's cloak was not removed by Swashbuckle there.
And maybe once he gets a little bit higher levels on that,
Interesting.
because it does very low damage per hit. Oh, actually, but in a way that's helpful because you just get to damage Visage without worrying about Gravekeeper's cloak as well. It's kind of interesting.
Greater than 50. That was not self-inflicted.
Right.
Doggy and J-Pino again, returning to the Fight Club top.
It looked intentional.
Yeah, so it won't break it until level 3, potentially level 4, because it's physical. And it's going to depend on Visage's armor, which actually I don't think it'll ever break it because Gravekeeper's cloak adds armor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Damage
Okay,
reduction
we'll
per
see.
layer.
We'll see how it goes. Javelin Fox might even break it.
Yeah, there's
It'll be an
100%
interesting
damage.
thing to keep our eye on.
Yeah.
And now top lane has the majority of heroes, whereas Oliver is actually out of bottom right now. So we're just going to get some farming from the creep pulls. Eradicate will continue free farming, and Oliver is having an absolutely awful game. Level 2 at 4 minutes, picking up bounty rune just so he can get something. Now top lane, there's the Maledict.
Go on to the Rits, and that is the Maledict as well. Doggy trying to come in with the stun. He does land a 3-man stun, but his support is going to be a little bit too late. He will make a difference.
And the early game stun on Earth Spirit is 0.5 seconds. It's you pick up if you get Boulder Smash on Earth Spirit.
Oh my god, Oliver in the bot lane taking a huge amount of damage. He tried to contest this pool, and he just got clapped by the Hellbear Smasher, taking a huge amount of damage from that. Now he's gotta run away. Eradicate trying to get onto him. He does salve up, so Oliver is at full health. Eradicate does stop chasing. But Evidence
bottom with
double
DD.
damage.
They know where Oliver is.
Oh, he barely misses with the swashbuckle, so now we'll get the heart pierce onto him, and Evident immediately tips back to mid. As you said, very decisive player.
Yeah, no reason to stay around.
If he got the swashbuckle on there, maybe got a heart piercer proc, maybe he can chase him down, but definitely not without.
Definitely. And how is our mid lane looking? Okay,
Yeah,
so now there we go. We have Gravekeeper's cloak stacks being removed. 19-4 to 24-4, so quite similar. Evident just backs out when he gets Grave chilled, and Wirt's just harassing Oliver even more. Wirt doesn't have a magic wand. He has to be careful here. Top lane Doggy's just going to be collecting CS or collecting XP. Well, not showing him lane.
Very safe.
Mid lane.
It is
there's
nighttime
rotation.
though. Yeah, but Ethan wants
Doggy's
something.
here. Now, Doggy wants to kick Patience back into Evident. You don't ever want to kick a Remnant with Boulder Smash level 1. It's just pretty useless. Oliver dies.
Oliver denies himself? Yeah, he does.
I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was being chased. Doggy just
nothing
sitting there.
happening. As
Here
really
we go.
rolling finally into mid lane, he does miss on the Patience. Patience is just running away from there with the Grave Chill. The stun is going to miss, but the Rolling Thunder is coming in. Evident is going to come back in and gets a second hit of the Rolling Thunder, and where is there to pick up that kill with that Brain Sap? Now Ethan trying to go against Evident. Evident does get stunned right now. He does have the swashbuckle to really get out, but J Pinto finds him, intercepts him. He does fly over the trees, but he's out of mana now. Oliver coming in with the slows as well. Evident trying to deny himself right now. Can he do it? He wakes up the beast, but it's not going to be enough. Oliver's Firefly is going to be enough to take him down.
Now, in the meantime, that opens up space for Eradicate to start pressuring the bottom team one. Not something that often happens for a Batrider lane. Oliver has been forced into jungle at level 3 here at 6 minutes compared to his supports who are also level 3. They're actually ahead of him on experience overall. Top lane, Luna's pushing. She has Eclipse, so she can start pressuring.
Eclipse a little bit too much of a cast point on that to be able to use that while chasing.
And on a creep wave as well. Now Bait is invisible mid.
He doesn't have Fiend's Grip, but he can do a lot of damage. So there's going to be rotation on the top as well. RIT might get ganked. Yeah, they're coming in. Here comes the cask. The cask is going to not bounce on him, but here comes the Lunar Beam and J Pinto with the right clicks. But the Brain Stab is going to be able to take care of the Luna before it happens. Power damage actually gets blocked by the Nightmare. Buyback from Nature's Prophet as well. He TPs in to be able to clean up the kill on J Pinto. And he didn't try and TP out. He's not able to make it the triple kill from Words. And there's the rage ping from his teammates.
And even Evident joined in on the pings there, of course.
Evident is like just CSing in mid lane, gotta look top to ping my support.
Yeah.
That's a true mid laner.
That is, if you need to have a reason to ping your team no matter what. Oh, Oliver's getting gone on bottom. Here comes Eradicate. He's gonna do a lot of damage.
There's going to be the open wounds right now. He's trying to run away right now. Rage taking away. Rage is out now, Oliver. Can't turn back.
Doggy gets caught out top
now
lane.
in the top lane, there's going to be Eclipse coming onto Doggy, but there's so many creeps nearby that he's not going to be able to do too much damage.
Another thing to keep in mind is with the Eclipse, only the Lucent Beam cast has the stun on it. The Eclipse stuns do not, or the Eclipse beams don't stun, so they don't break Earthspear's Rolling Boulder.
Not until level 25, where she can get a talent for that.
Evident is actually going to chase Ethan.
He does have the Rolling Thunder if he wants to commit it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Thunder. Can he get HFI? Doesn't dodge it. He's going to brain stab. Everything comes back around for the roll by, and Evident now does once more. He does the swashbuckle, gets the heart piercer, but lets him go.
Immediately, I love this. Immediately goes back and knows where he needs to be.
He's so fast. Evident, he's just so decisive and so fast with all of his movements. Oh, he even gets a one of the birds as well, away from Patience.
That's a huge deal. That's 100 gold. That's also he has to put his birds on cooldown now. So it's just like Lone Druid Bear. He has to be smart with them. Arcane Rune, very useful on Evident, and Evident's actually going for a Soul Ring rather than the Arcane Boots because he's mid. I'm interested to see how he builds his hero. Obviously, he's gonna get a Courier, or a Courier, he's spams the line. Obviously, he's gonna get a Jab.
Onto top lane, there's gonna be the stun coming out on 2. The silence comes out on 2 as well. Now Doggy, he's in trouble. There's going to be the Visage coming in as well. Doggy trying to get out. Do they have the stun for it? No! He actually barely gets up, but meanwhile, HIFY does take down the Ritz. With actually not even using the Eclipse, just chasing him down with right clicks.
Eradicate's pressuring Oliver again bottom. Oliver just lost Firefly. Eradicate's just going to continue farming. Top CS in the game, 60 and 33. Followed by Evident, 57 and 6. So quite a few denies. It's easy to say Batrider's not having a good game. This is something we talked about earlier, is that Batrider is very important for UCLA because they have no saves. They need Batrider to control the tempo, make space, and set UCLA up for objectives. Without that, I think UCLA is going to be forced into their own jungle, and Batrider is not happening anywhere close.
Yeah, he's cutting the lane, but everyone is coming in to get him. There's the TP from Ritz, there's the Rolling Thunder that barely misses Oliver. Oliver is big trouble. Yeah, there's no way he can juke out that dog even rolling on it.
Now, yeah, Batrider's going to be getting his ult about the time he wants to be getting his Blink Dagger. It's just very difficult. Visage has his Medallion of Courage, and he's going to go in for Helmet Dominator, a common build on the hero, especially as
Maybe, do you think Oliver should have gone for a Drums build here, rather than going for the Blink Rush? Considering he was
it's difficult because Blink is still a huge power spike for Batrider.
Patient taking a huge amount of damage from that swashbuckle. He gets slowed by the heart piercer as well. Evident looking for that kill, rolling from Doggy. He's going to miss and stun as well. But the second swashbuckle is going to be able to finish him off. No responses coming in from UCLA. J Pinto in the back, silencing up that award. J Pinto now in huge trouble. He's stuck in trees and no nighttime at all to be able to fly over that wall. And he's going to get rolled in by Doggy. Steals that kill away from Evident. Meanwhile, HFY picks up another kill on RIT. It looks like that was, no, not even the lasso commit. That actually is going to get Bat Rider to level 6, unlock the lasso potential for himself.
Now, look at Lifestealer. He's getting pretty close to his Sacred Relic at 11 minutes. If he can get a Radiance at the same time as Bat Rider gets Blink Dagger, that's a huge deal because Radiance can break the Blink Dagger if Bat Rider's not quick enough. We're going to see an engagement bottom, it looks like. All of our scouts hit.
There is coming the Heart Pierce on him as well, and it's going to slow him down. Word comes to the Brain Sap, and Evident easily takes him down. Now HIFY has got to be careful. He does have the Eclipse, so support's got to watch out a little bit. The stun does land. Rolling Thunder is coming in, and Magic Immune is going to be able to hit Luna once. Can they get him again? No, HIFY just taking a huge amount of damage from the Nature's Prophet. Evident even comes in with the second hit of that as well. Ethan trying to channel up that Word, but not equal in last. Word now channeling up the Phoenix Grip as well, taking down the J Pinto. Now Patience in trouble. Evident is just going to man up and start fighting a Heart Piercer on him as well. 0 armor on him. There is going to a Sprout to deny the deny, and that's going to be a 4 for 0. Not even a trade, 4 for 0 just for our
Patience lost his birds, resummoned, and then immediately lost his birds to Evident. What's the net worth change there? Oh, there's all 2,000 total, 1,500 just shy of for RIT gain, and 2,000 XP to 0. That is insane fight for RIT. That's definitely put them ahead. They already have a 9k gold lead, but also Patience, their mid player, is out of the game for a while. Over a minute, he has 0 birds.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, he has no birds to use on a hero that's his core mechanic.
We were talking about how, heroes like Pangolier, who's new to Captain's Mode, can cause people to kind of not know how to deal with it. And I feel like them UCLA last week in Visage is like a prime example of that, because they picked Visage into the Pangolier, and Pangolier is absolutely destroying this Visage by being able to take off all of his Gatekeeper's cloak, and as you said, clearing out this some of the familiars with no problem.
I think that Visage needed to go max Gravekeeper's Cloak, or at least put an extra point into it. Obviously, I understand the Grave Chill as a mid laner, but it wasn't really too effective against Pango. Pango has answers for everything Visage can do in lane. You Grave Chill him, he just leaves. He just Swashbuckles out. He doesn't care. Swashbuckle is a smaller mana or the same mana cost as Grave Chill, just 10 more. But Visage just can't go foot to foot with Evident
on the bottom
or apparent.
Can they find someone? The
if they get this, it could be a Blink Dagger, and that'll enable UCLA to become part of the game.
So it looks like UCLA
Eradicate's just free for.
Yeah, Eradicate is pushing the tier 2 now. They gotta make something happen. They're doing Fiend Strip rather onto Oliver. That Blink Dagger is getting farther and farther away. Now Night Stalker gets gone on Evident, uses Rolling Thunder, doesn't get anything out of it. He's scouting right now. Actually finds Patience. He's gonna roll him over there. The TP from the Nature's Prophet coming in as well. The stun coming up from their Spirit. So much damage from Evident. He has triple Javelin, going for a 4th Javelin. Okay, Evident, stop fooling around here. That build is crazy. Oh my god, so much damage on Ethan. But now Evident, did you screw up? You would definitely die from this.
You might be getting cocky here. That's nice. That's 1,000 gold for J Pinto. Well, there's his boots.
Yep. Oh my god, Evident does actually pick up the 4th Javelin. He actually has 4 Javelins on himself.
Getting clowny in game 2.
Oh
Classic
my god.
RIT. Wouldn't be an RIT game without it.
I mean, how mad would it be if he actually loses this game because of the stupid build and then somehow loses the next game?
I think they wouldn't be. He knows what he's doing and they're a game up. They've proven they can beat UCLA once. They might even be able to beat it. Look at this score right now with this ridiculous
10k net worth lead already.
Bat Rider still doesn't have his Blink Dagger. Just trying to become part of this game the same way Morphling was having issue getting to the game as it went late last time. Now Mask of Madness picked up on Luna. That's going to allow her to farm and it's going to allow her to fight. She's going for Hurricane Pike next, which is classic because Luna's a short range ranged carry. How is the Radiance looking? Radiance is up on Lifestealer. I believe it's on the Courier.
Oh. Yeah, it must be. It's moving towards
it's on the Courier before Bat Rider gets Blink Dagger. So as
Bat Rider gets Blink Dagger, lasso up right now on the Pangolier. Oliver's gotta be careful. Oh my god, that damage from Evan is absolutely crazy. Patience loses his entire life from the single swashbuckle.
Now the question is he gonna go 4 MKBs? Purple player, Doggy, has a Radiance inside of him.
Yep, now that Night Stalker stands no chance against that. He's just going to burn down to the Urn and the Radiance.
Bye-bye.
Radiant's middle tower
Luna
is under
TP's out just in time not to get caught.
And Luna is caught stuck farming the jungle. Not able to have space really show in lane without risking getting quad javelined by Evident. Evident has queued up his Hyper Stun bottom lane. We're just
Actually,
gonna
if we oh my god, the damage bot lane. Oh my god. What the hell? This build is actually crazy.
a game where you have a 8-second cooldown 100 mana spell that almost one-shots, and it also can be used defensively. Interesting, Ice
It's
Frog.
huge range. It's like
Goodbye.
1000 range. Evident now just spamming the Rolling Thunder.
He's having fun.
He gets kicked away.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, this is classic RIT. Do you think they might stop fooling around once they hit top 8? I guess it depends on who they play against, huh?
I think if they need to not win game 1,
Yeah.
that would be the time they don't fool around.
What if they win game 1 very close? Do you think they're going to still fool around? No way, right?
I think it depends on how game 2 will go at the start. In a game like this, they will definitely, when they have a lead like that. And
Or Evidence will finally build
there
his
it is.
first MKB. Nature's Prophet buys
Nature's
back
Prophet.
after. Oh, that's a rage buyback. Oliver kills him.
Looked intentional.
And Oliver says okay at the buyback. Oh, that's like a BM buyback right now. They're feeling that confident.
Well, they got almost a Blink Dagger on that rider.
Boy actually nails him in the trees. How does he even see him there? And he's gonna be able to get that kill, the solo kill into the Luna. Great predictions from Evident. Being able to find him in the Rolling Thunder.
And going for the shield crash, I like that.
top tower is under
Level 15, and then as we see that, Evident gets his level 15 talent, at the same time Visage gets his level 10 talent.
Do we have a Blink
Evidence
Dagger yet?
goofing
We still
around.
don't have a Blink Dagger yet.
Still don't
We
have a
actually
Blink
might right
Dagger.
now.
Dire's top tower
There it
has
is.
fallen.
Now Solar Crest on Lifestealer, I love that. An item that can be used defensively or aggressively. It gives him, it helps him tank, which is Radiance's downfall, as there's no stats on it. It's just a strictly damage item. However, the mischance is important. The mischance will stack with Solar Crest.
Is that intentional?
So RIT just abusing rolls on hit. You have to roll against Radiance, you have to roll against Solar Crest to see if you hit, and then Tango rolls to see if his javelins or MKV every auto attack. A lot of dice rolling going on. Well, I love that just the support's just roaming around. You see Witch Doctor just hanging out in the jungle. Trying to just
Look at you all day.
looking for a
Man,
career kill.
Pangolier must hurt so much right now. We haven't seen him do the swashbuckle after picking this MKB, but I'm assuming that these procs must stack with each other.
Oh yeah, so you get a roll for every single one.
Oh,
they catch up!
the Pangolier with that Blink there. Can they kill him though before it wears off? He does get stunned as well. It's going to be a lot of money if they can kill him. And he is going for that. Only 336 gold for that kill. Really?
Because he fed his streak already to Night Stalker.
Right. Oh my god. But he's so ahead. His 10k net worth compared to Luna's like 7.8k.
Oh boy. Well, Eradicate's just gonna push top. He's radiancing inside of a creep, so he won't show up on the map, but his wave will push. It should be. Oh, he turned his radiance off actually. He's waiting for someone to come and stop this in the top lane.
He's my fault for the trap, and there it is. Jack in the Box trick is going to work, and JP does get taken down. Oldest trick in the book. Now Ethan does get chased by Eradicate as well, and 2v1. Eradicate's going to be able to do it with that trick. Now Eradicate might be in danger. He actually just turns around and starts fighting Oliver. Doggy comes into assist, and then he's going to get taken down as well. Now they turn Visage. That Eradicate is going to win this game by himself. There's going to be the Eclipse finally. Eradicate they actually finally take him down. 934 gold going to
Dire's middle
HIFY.
tower is under
We're now deep into enemy base. He's gotta be careful. He doesn't have a TP for 5 seconds. He's coming out of his backpack. Visage birds are going to be coming in. They're going to be able to stop him from TPing out if he even wants to. He's trying to make his way out there. TP coming in from Witch Doctor as well. We're trying to invis himself, but the dust is there. He's going to be taking a RIT actually even TPing in as well. What are they doing? They lose 4 heroes after the crazy Jack in the Box trick by Eradicate.
Looked intentional.
Dire's
Oh
bottom
my
tower is under
gosh.
attack.
Oh, and then there's the clears away with swashbuckle bottom on Evan. What's he picking up? Beauty. Oh,
Oh,
Evidence
now
caught
he gets
out.
silenced up. J Pinto takes away the bouncer and away from him. And clears out. Gotta watch out for that roll in from Doggy. He's going to assist him for now. Now Doggy might sacrifice his life for his carry. He's going to have
Oliver wants
Oliver
this.
has his lasso. 9 seconds onto his blink.
Oh my
Evident.
God.
It gets the Heart Piercer on him, so he's going to slow down. And
They
then
might
he
try and
makes
turn
it to
this.
his shrine.
Oh, they're gonna go for it. Put him in. Backing out.
Alright, yeah, there's going to be
Good.
best
Everyone
offers to
stock
bring
there.
there.
This might pop the smoke.
Yes.
Radiant are scared.
Oh my god, yeah, Ethan actually pops the smoke with that. There is going to the Rolling Thunder in onto Ethan. Ethan actually
the
sends
team!
him with the Radiance, and Valrider actually is bounced to the bottom of the hill, so he actually isn't going to go down yet, but it's just going to burn down to the Radiance. Now,
down.
Evident gets taken down under the shrine. Now Ward is getting taken down as well. There's the dust coming out. Ward gets slowed down and is now stepping on the fire. He's going to get taken down with ease. Can they find Eradicate? Eradicate will be a huge kill. Oliver does picking out. They see him. He gets slow. Here is the lasso. Now HFY trying to do damage through his magic game medium. Eradicate so far he's turning around. Ethan does start channeling the Death Ward. The stun, and finally their rage wears off and he goes down.
UCLA.
3-2-2.
What? 3 for nothing. Position 1, position 2, position 5. Evidence still hasn't stopped pinging Doggy, who's sitting mid.
They did get the
And-
Bat Rider, and the Bat Rider had to buy back them.
Oh, I see. Yes, he did, but he did get knocked down, as you pointed out. So what led into that was a little bit lucky, but UCLA claimed it. What happened was the smoke was broken by an invisible hero, but it was on the low ground. So Evidence assumed, as most people would, that the heroes were sitting up on the high ground. He immediately goes Rolling Thunder and chases. However, he finds nothing. Looking for more, being the aggressive, being the cocky player he is, he keeps going to the shrine, finds the entire team. The only rolling boulder that connected was the one that knocked Bat Rider to the low ground while Eradicate was jumping on him. And it's Evident does insane amount of damage and is blowing people up. But every single time
Patience gotta watch out. Actually, he might die to the
the
Roshan. It actually dies to the Roshan. Oh, let's go give their position away by HFY. Let's pick up the Aegis.
He had
that
bird
happens.
stuns up for that as well.
Looked intentional.
HFY, man, take away the aggro from the Roshan for your mid player.
You see,
Oh, that's
UCLA, they pause it. UCLA has enough on their plate. They don't need to have people dying to Roshan.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh.
They're definitely on a little bit of a tilt right now, I feel like. Maybe some adrenaline is pumping through their head, not thinking properly.
Now, how do you feel about Fortreant summoned on Nature's Prophet? It's going to help to deal with Eclipse, for sure. It's going to
For
help
sure.
deal with Cask. It's going to be more targets. It also helps push, but it does offer more gold for UCLA.
Yeah, speaking
Kill
of gold,
them.
HIFY is now top of the net worth, by the way.
Are you for real? Oh my gosh. Oh my
My
gosh.
god, RIT's gotta stop spamming these laughs.
Luna, a reliant hero. Now what's she going for? She's going for the Mantis style. That's going to help her get rid of Silence. The illusions will immediately die to Swashbuckle, I'm sure. She has her Hurricane Pike. Does she need to go blink BKB? BKB actually isn't that good for her this game because Fiend's Grip pierces it. The only magic damage is really Radiance, Nature's Prophet ult, and Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit damage falls off later on, being Magnetized being his only source of magic damage. The spells don't offer very much. I don't think this is actually a BKB game. Woodstop stun from Earth Spirit, but that's about it. Now,
It does
here we go.
also
Courier
stop
kill?
the magic. Oh, actually misses uphill thanks to that ward spot. But now there's a Eradicate hiding within that, and also ward with the Fiend's Grip. So that's going to be Aegis used right away. Pinto coming in to assist as well. Can they
Birds
find
are,
the
might just
additional
be getting
kills?
fed here. I think these birds are just going to die.
Was that intentional?
Yeah, these birds, they're trying to, again, one flies away for now, he's in the trees. Another one does die to the brain
Keep in
sap.
mind that
now
Bane
the other
encounters
familiar
visage.
is one hit away from dying.
With the
From
pure
the-
damage on
from
Brain
healing
Sap
up.
is a huge deal
Yeah.
against the familiars.
400 HP on the familiars.
Oh,
Ward actually doesn't
He
see
want- he
him
wants it
for
so
that
bad.
brain sap. He actually resummons, so it's going to get that out safely.
and I don't believe RIT knows that a resummon occurred.
Okay,
Oh,
there's
here
going
we
to be the
go.
last one, the bot lane. Ethan finds him as well. He dusts him up, and his death ward is going to take him down super easy. 448 gold going over to him. Ethan just going to TP out away from these treants.
And I love the immediate Death Ward. Just wants to kill. They're in a position where they're just getting a kill on a core like that is a huge deal. Just commit the Death Ward and back up. What else are you going to spend your Death Ward on? It's level 2 Death Ward. They no aggregatums. Just guarantee a kill on a higher priority target and get out of there. and he uses that to buy a gem. They're going to try and they're going to start playing as 5 on UCLA. They're ready to go. They have a gem. They don't really have a choice not to play as 5. They're going to start getting back in this game. They want to first clear their side of the map, make sure they have control of their side of the map, and then they're going to start pressing into RIT's side of the map now that they know that RIT is immortal. Evidin gets caught out. He's died every single time. Lifesteal's going for the San Joshua. It's the classic NA build. Fighting, the chasing. What are we going to see here? So Solar Crest is getting picked up on Visage. He's been slowed down a lot because he went BOTs, but he does a Helm of the Dominator, which is going to aid him in farming. Grabbing the Alpha Wolf.
The roll on the bottom actually. Bat Rider gets pushed back and doesn't get open wounds as well. He doesn't stand any chance.
That's
and
a minute.
And
that's, he had the gem. He had the gem. Oh my
god. That is
that
a
is
gem
not
bought
what you
and
want.
lost.
Evidence running. Evidence trying to get there now. No, he's going to keep farming, of course.
Eradicate taking a huge amount of damage actually. Choosing not to pop the rage, of course, can steal all that life back. Sorry, says Oliver. Yeah, that feels bad, man. There's support by for you.
Witch Doctor put his savings into that. Witch Doctor just queued up 2 Divine Rapiers as his. That's how he feels about this.
Yep, I mean, like, screw my team. I try to help them, and they just feed it away. That was my child's college fund, and now it's gone.
Witch Doctor. That about sums it up. Oh boy. Now, there's a lot of gold on Nature's Prophet. He's not sure what he wants to build. And here we go, top lane. We might see a maneuver pulled. RIT, did they scout that? I believe so. No, they don't. RIT has no idea, but they are going to back out. Nature's Prophet smells something's fishy. And now
Visage has been such non-factor this game, and
I don't know that
they can farm.
UCLA has been comfortable crossing the river except for the mid tier 1 that has dropped.
Yeah. Even though they've been like winning these team fighting and these pickoffs, because they don't have map control, they've been losing net worth every minute.
Yeah, look, they're all 5 just waiting because they don't know where RIT is. RIT is not even on their map. RIT is just farming their side of the map outside of vision. With no vision up, UCLA can't know that, and they're at the play safe. That's if they're scared, and they're just going to keep losing the net worth battle.
By the way, Evan now has a Blink Dagger and a Skull Basher.
Love it. There's going to be a point where RIT can essentially just throw their wallet at UCLA and just 8-quick down and win.
The good old 10 hero push.
Evidin gets a CS stolen and it has to ping in voice chat, of course.
Was it intentional? It looked intentional, he says.
Oh, I love the smoke gang into the Bane illusion there for a second. Witch Doctor
to be the smoke gang pops. That's what they're aiming for now. They find Doggy, but that's not the target they want. They find Lifestealer instead, but the Fiend's Grip is going to stop Battle Rider before he gets his lasso off. He gets the lasso off, but dies immediately afterwards. FY, he's going to channel that, he flips out, and Lifestealer barely survives, stealing his life back, and the Rolling Thunder rolls over the entire enemy team. That's going to be 5-0.
Wirt's death Fiend's Grip there was insane. Because Bat Rider was just thinking they had to eradicate in the position they want him. They had him silenced. Bat Rider's just saying, I'm just gonna lasso him, let's go. Wirt just throws the Fiend's Grip, delays it. And after all that, every spell's getting used, and then you just see Evidin, Rolling Thunder, full HP, full mana, and you go, there's no way UCLA is going to be able to deal with him after that ends. I'd like to add, as that fight ended, Witch Doctor just queued up 2 more Divine Rapiers.
Everyone is called the GG here. I'm not surprised. Huge net worth lead and 5 men down, no way to protect these bases, and they're going to lose so much of their base anyways. And good luck further, guess that push it. And RIT is going to be the team that's going to be moving on into the top 8 of our brackets here.
2-0 in the top 8. This is what is expected of RIT.